Hello again, Unky Tonks. Yes, I've got my berry on. It's 2:30, I think, in the morning doing this. It's been a long day. I thought I'd take the time while everyone's in bed to shape it, do the old hot water treatment, wrap the towel around. I look ridiculous, but I want this to look as it did when I start doing the live streams in London again. So it looks pucker. It's coming along nicely, so I'll use this time to do it. Secondly, I'm not a Russian shill, all right? I'm not a KGB agent. Putin is my paymaster, as some idiots have said on social media, on here and on X. No one's paying me to do this. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on the side of Britain and the British people. Let's put our people first, our country first, sort ourselves out, then we can police the world and dish out our money. Innit? If you're a neighbour, if you haven't got any money and your neighbour knocks on the door, can you lend us a fiver so I can buy some cigarettes? You don't say yeah, because you haven't got the money. I mean, where does that leave you then? It's just economics, isn't it? You know, common sense. Let's sort ourselves first, Britain first, then the rest of the world, should they ask nicely and pay us back. That's my reasoning. And besides, you'd think that Russia would pay for my DPF and pressure sensor kit to be fixed in the garage the other day. I had to fork out 1,500 quid for that. Where's my money, Putin, if you're my paymaster? Doesn't make sense. Listen, there are social media commentators and content creators on here with far more subs than I do, who get far bigger views than I do. And think about it. Use your critical thinking, folks, and cast your critical eye over other people. It's not me, I swear. So anyway, the fallout from that press conference is still falling, so to speak. I mean, that was historical and hysterical, I thought, at the end. I've given you my thoughts on that, but if you want to see the whole thing with the context, I've posted on my channel, all right, the whole 50-odd minute press conference. And don't listen to the mainstream media. They've lied about this. Everyone has lied. I don't understand why you would lie about this. You know, we know who people are now. We know who wants war and who wants peace. If you're pro-Zelensky, you want war. The guy doesn't want peace. Trump offered it to him on a plate and he refused to take it. But the whole press conference starts warmly, and then slowly but surely you can see Zelensky not getting what he wants. All right, he's used to this with Biden. He just turns up with a begging bowl. I want a lot of money. And then Biden gives it to him because Biden doesn't know. He just thinks he's giving money to, I don't know, people knocking on the door wanting money. Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons or something, donation. That's what he thinks. He doesn't know where he is. Biden didn't know he was president of the United States. Cognitive decline, folks. That guy's brain was melting. Probably walked around with an nappy the way he was walking. Fell around everywhere, didn't know, walked off, shook hands with nobody. The guy was a diseased old fool. All right, I'm glad he's gone. Of course, Zelensky knew this, and every time he'd turn up, I want the billions for weapons, he gave it to him. Simple as that. And he did it over and over again. And that's what he's doing to European leaders because they want to prolong the war. Who the hell wants to prolong a war? You know, if Putin back in, when was it, 2022? It feels like a lifetime ago now, this whole thing. It's dragged on that long. If he had invaded with all his armed forces for no other reason than just for the hell of it, then I'd say, yeah, you know, support Ukraine, let's back Zelensky, just tell Russia to bugger off and let's all get behind the, you know, the underdog, the wronged party here. But it's not that. Do your research. That's what I've done, and that's why I'm in this position now. I'm not on Russia's side, I'm not on Zelensky's side, but this thing has been kicking off for quite a while. And you've got to ask yourselves, why aren't the Western media, why aren't Western leaders giving us the full context? It's like that whole press conference video. They only give the last 10 minutes where they vilify Trump and Vance. But leading up to that, Zelensky's not getting his way. He's rolling his eyes. He's getting rude, disrespectful. And that's why it kicks off. It's that simple, and that's the truth. So people denying that, they're warmongers. Simple as that. And then apparently Zelensky called J.D. Vance a shit in Ukrainian under his breath. Now, this is debated. People are saying, yes, he did. No, he didn't. It's been dubbed. It's been played around with. But who knows? But you can see the mood Zelensky was in. He probably did. I wouldn't put it past him at all. There's more to this guy than the Western media are telling us. So he gets kicked out of the White House. Trump says he can come back when he wants to talk peace. because it's blatantly obvious, Trump gives him peace on a platter. He wants those minerals from the Ukraine, and while there are US people in the Ukraine digging out the minerals, Russia won't touch them. It's like common sense, isn't it? It's putting US people there without troops. But no, Zelensky wants the war to go on, and the Western leaders want the war to go on, and it's wrong on all levels. But what does Zelensky then do? He comes over to Britain, and Starmer lays out the red carpet. He comes out to greet him, gives him a hug, makes a big, massive show, song and dance about welcoming him, hugs him, holds his hand, walks in, photo outside the door, walks in. And the next thing you know, Zelensky walks out. And I called it on X. I said, listen, Zelensky's meeting Starmer. Starmer's going to give him more money now because he feels sorry for him after what happened in the White House. And he did. Him and Rachel from accounts. How the hell she's still there, I don't know. Considering her lying, filthy CV. Talk about being underqualified. The wrong person for the job. It's Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer for that matter. But they gave him a 2.26 billion pound loan. And it's not British money, by the way. That's from apparently frozen Russian assets. But still, apparently there's a 22 billion pound black hole, which doesn't get talked about now. Has that been filled? If so, where's that money for the pensioners, the winter fuel allowance? Where's the WASPy women's money? Where's the money that Keir Starmer promised to everyone else? And, if Keir Starmer wants to steal Russian money, then give it to them. Give it to the pensioners. Give it to British infrastructure, etc. Don't recycle it or launder it into war, more war materials, weapons, etc. But that was the whole point in the end, wasn't it, after all? And we were never asked. Keir Starmer never asked Parliament, didn't ask us about the £3.6 billion a year for the next 100 years to Zelensky. Well, he won't be around, will he? Well, to Ukraine. Neither will Putin, for that matter. I mean, the person after Putin, surely, what are the chances of them being anti-war and more peace and not wanting anything to do with this? Who knows? Putin could be assassinated and they could have a peaceful, lovingly nice dictator instead. Who knows? You don't know, do you? But to promise 100 years worth of billions of pounds of taxpayers' money, British money, is just stupid. He didn't ask. He didn't ask Parliament. He didn't ask us. And the same with this. Well, didn't he give him like 5-point-something billion last week as well, for some reason, as a present? And now this 2.26 billion money. Make it make sense. So yeah, the narrative now is that Zelensky was ambushed and bullied by Trump and JD Vance, when that wasn't the case. Please watch the whole video. It's on my channel. It's 15 minutes long. It's interesting. You can see it building up. You just watch, look, listen, body language, how they're speaking, the pitch, the tone, everything from Zelensky, and then it just crosses the line. You don't turn up at the White House, of all people, with Trump, of all people, as president and threaten them. I mean, and the fact that he's gone there with bowl in hand after campaigning for Kamala Harris last year, that's just really cheeky. He's a cheeky fellow, that Zelensky, I tell you. So yeah, he'll get more money now from Starmer and other European leaders. The war will continue. More men and women will die. And people will be making money out of it. And I think that's the whole point of the whole thing. Otherwise, big businesses and governments won't be backing it unless they're getting something out of it. And it's usually money. Money, minerals or land. Politics. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. When's it going to end? No time soon. Think about it. Zelensky was there. Trump gave him peace on a plate. And he didn't take it. What does that tell you? It should tell you everything. Do your research into the Ukraine war, what happened previously, why it led to that, why Putin invaded, and it's not what the mainstream media and the Western governments and leaders are telling you. I promise you. That's why I've come to this conclusion. Otherwise, I'd be straightforward supporting Zelensky and the Ukraine because Putin's been naughty, but there's more to it, as is with everything else in life. Anyway, there we go. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching. Remember to sub if you agree with what I say and you like what you hear. If not, let me know in the comments. Go ahead, call me a Russian shill. Putin's my paymaster. Why say such a thing? I've never accused anyone of being a shill or taking money from anyone for doing anything, because I can't prove it. It's ridiculous. I've been called a gatekeeper. What was that thing in Ghostbusters? Keymaster? Is that right? I don't know. By the ethnats. It's been nuts. This YouTube journey has been a crazy journey, I tell you. My goodness, I've been accused of all sorts. Anyway, there we go. I'll catch you at the next one. Have a great Sunday. And Roger Trout. Oh, I'm going to bury now, aren't I? There we go.